Yes! Come on! In your face! Let's go. Listen, welcome to the United Stand Fan Forum. Let's go. What do you say? What's that? Ibrahimovic thought that he could mess with us. Ibrahimovic.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
I want to say it right now. Harry Maguire, 10. Lindelof, 10. Henderson, 9. Wait. And a moment of silence for Tottenham.
Useless. Absolutely useless.
Mourinho, what kind of special one are you, bruv? Look at Oli, moving on. Look at you, bruv. Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Listen, if you lot got time, after this, when this is all said and done, go and watch the highlights of expressions. Like, go and watch it. The best comedy ever. All right, I'm done. One thing I just wanted to say that I wanted, obviously I got scared with the last week's performance, but on the Flex and KG show, I said I wanted AC Milan. We put AC Milan in the split. All right, all I want to do right now is I want to move on. Who am I getting to first? I need some energy. You know what? Kev, you're in, mate.
I'm in the room. Listen, we've done it. Last week, KG, you were raging. And I said to you, it is only half-time, sunshine. Calm your tits down, yeah? Oh. Half-time. And Man United, typical, man. We only turn up in the second half of games. So that was my theory of looking at it. Go to the San Siro. There's no fans there. No intimidation. First 15 minutes today, there was a game plan. I thought, looking at Dan James, the way we used him, he's a bit wet behind the ears. And when he went running through and he could have played Greenwood in, he had the opportunity, took it, looking for a penalty, just things like that, fine lines. But one of our main criticisms of Mr. Solskjaer has been substitutions. When I've seen Pogba's name on the bench, I'm kind of one of them people that thinks, well, if he's fit enough to be on the bench, he's fit enough to be starting a massive game. But let's not forget, he's been out for 10 games. Hell of a long time to be out, to throw him into a match. We bring him on at halftime. He's changed that game. He's influenced the game. He's a world-class player, Pogba. He's done the business. Manchester United through to the next round. Positivity.
Wait. All right, cool. What we gonna do? Listen, Capid Dameron, that's it. Your new member inside. All right, cool. What we doing? I'm so excited. All right, cool. Amnamore says, guys, average performance, but a win. Bruno was poor today, and Mick for a pivot needs to be upgraded. Pogba and Shaw are on the verge of world class. Listen, I don't want to hear when you mention Gilberto Carlos. You just got to call him. I don't want to hear on the verge. He's already there. That's it. It's finished. But then, we were poor in the. We let's not dampen it just yet. We're gonna work our way into that. We got Jay for that. Yeah. What I want to do right now, because there's a guy that's sitting here, bottom right, smiling his ass off. You can see it in his eyes. He's looking at us like, you lot laughed at me. I was right. You're not laughing now. Listen, the one and only Jack, talk to us.
KG, drop a bomb. I said, put some respect on Henderson's name.
Another one.
No. I'm not going to get, because I feel like Jay's going to hit me when it comes to his turn. He's going to bring me back down to earth with the whole De Gea agenda. But Paul Scholes said it rightly after the game. Henderson, new number one for Man United. No, what a quality save. It was actually similar to the to last week. It's obviously let it in, but like the ball came straight at him. That's what he was trying to do last week. Obviously, it didn't pull off, but he made it when he needed to. And but no, just talking about the rest of the performance, as Kev alluded to, Pogba, he just changed the game. And I think it took KG shaking his head. I don't know if that's something I've said, but
I'm just happy. Like.
Oh, all right. I just want to say, I think Bruno first half was poor, but I think Pogba coming on almost took the onus off of Bruno. and it made it kind of Pogba can just come on and create that. And that feint for that goal where he just kind of stopped the ball, it was class. And Fred, second half, he had a poor first half. Fred was great in midfield. I think Fred just came out of nowhere. He had a shot in the first half that the keeper saved, and I was like, okay, please do not do this, Fred. We're not having this shooting from 35 yards, trying to have a go. But yeah, Pogba really made the difference. And I'm really glad he came on when he did, because I felt like Ollie might leave him till 60, 65, 70 minutes. And but for me, I totally agree with KG. My man of the match was Victor Lindelof. I thought he was class today. Some of the blocks he put in, dealt with Ibra well. I just all-round great performance. And as Kev said, through to the next round. And with the teams left in it, we can go and win this. We can go and win this.
All right, cool. Do you know what it is? We had to get through that. We couldn't get knocked out. So what I'm going to do, without further ado, Alex, welcome to the floor, bro. Speak on it.
Yeah, what a brilliant result. I think I wanted to touch upon what Jack already has about Lindelof and Maguire. We give them a lot of shit on this show, and rightly so at times, but the amount of clean sheets against good sides that they've kept this season, against the likes of Chelsea, against City, today against Milan and stuff, they are capable of playing well when they actually want to. And today wasn't like a one where people can say, like in the past, about, they have McFred in front of them protecting them, but McFred were pushing forward, and they're still doing their job really well. Pogba just showed what a massive asset he is to the team. I always say on the show about Bruno and Pogba that if one of them don't turn up, you need the other one to. And Bruno was having a really poor game, I thought. And people will say, okay, always in these big games he does, but people know, these teams know that if you shut Bruno out, then we have no creativity if we don't have Pogba on the pitch. But then Pogba today, he was just different class, and he was my man of the match, even though he only played 45 minutes. And it just showed again life without him. If he leaves and we don't replace him, and we're having to use McFred long term, we can't get to the next level, in my opinion, with them two as a double pivot. We need someone better. And yeah, they did do a job tonight, but moving forward, we need a better midfield partnership. And yeah, if Pogba stays, then it could be Pogba and someone else with Bruno in front of them, but it can't be them two, in my opinion.
All right, cool. I'm wondering, Kev, are you doing it on purpose? Like, because when I look at your shirt, I do think of Milan.
It is a Milan shirt.
The logo as well. Like, is it?
It is a Milan shirt.
I actually went up to get changed before, and I seen it in the drawer, and I thought, I know it seems strange, but I thought, I'm throwing it on. I can see everyone in the comment section saying, "Is it a Milan shirt?" It is, and it was from the early 90s when I first got into Italian football. I was like obsessed with the Milan team, Maldini, Donadoni, all them kind of players. So I just thought, you know what? We beat them. I'm throwing it on. It doesn't mean I support them or anything like that. Exactly. Have it.
All right, cool. Anyway, let's move to the main man. We got to talk to the uncle of the show. Jay, talk to us, man. What's in the note?
Gentlemen, good evening. Before I put a pin in your balloon of positivity, just want to pay a homage there to Kevert Ashfordini for his shout out to Franco Baresi and Paolo Maldini in that excellent Milan team 1990s. I grew up watching Italian football in 1990s on Channel 4. It was when Italian football I thought was the best league in the world. So respect on a jersey. And obviously our younger fans in the comments don't recognize the jersey. That's a classic jersey. And I reckon that still fits you from back in the day. Mm-hmm. So even more respect, Kev.
Yeah.
There you go.
So first of all, I'm going to go on Jack. So Jack, obviously, he's made no what did we say about Jack and Dino? Basically, Dino, I'm going to use the Roy Keane quote. Okay, Dino's save. It was the right height. It was straight at him. He saw it all the way. It's a bread and butter easy save. Roy Keane once said, "You don't buy your postman flowers for delivering the mail." So decent bread and butter save. He's doing his job, Jack. Okay. Now I haven't seen Paul Scholes' comments, so I'm not going to comment on him yet. So Jack Brenbutter save. He did his job. No more, no less. Job done. I know in the fan base, McTominay is going to get a lot of shit for his performance tonight. But what a lot of people won't pick up on, and Kevin, I have it here in my notes, 84th minute. Do you remember when Aaron Wan-Bissaka had that shot? He was saved by Donnarumma, and then they caught us in counter-attack.
He tracked all the way back.
He burst his balls to track back and just got that block on Hernandez's shot. And a lot of fans won't pick up on that because they'll watch all the crap that they've seen on Twitter all night. Oh, McFred was shit, blah, 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 blah. But for me, that one little glimpse of athleticism and brass balls, I think, could possibly have got us through. That's my view on it. Now, he didn't have a great game, let's be fair. McTominay's box to box, we said 1,000 times. But for me, that was very important. That was very, very important for me. Guys, first half, let's be fair, it was like watching vintage, and I use the word vintage very, very lightly, Louis van Gaal football. It was sidewards, backwards passing, and I said it last week in the show, guys, our midfield is as predictable as a Dwayne Johnson movie. First half, Milan were by far the better team, but let's be fair, they didn't create chances. When Zlatan came on, I literally was shitting myself. I was so worried that he was going to come in and dominate Lindelof and Maguire. But Milan didn't pump the ball into the box very often. Also, in injury time, Milan got a free kick. Again, a lot of fans won't pick up on this because it's not fashionable. Lindelof clears that ball in injury time. Again, another tipping point moment in the game that fans probably won't pick up on because I said it's not fashionable. So, guys, a win.
Not bad for a busted sofa, AJ.
Listen.
Oh.
listen, guys. Look, I've said it many times. I would criticize the player when it's necessary, but I would also credit the player when necessary. And for me tonight, Lindelof is an 8 out of 10. Maguire 6.5, 7. So look, credit's due. We are in the last 8. We are definitely due an easy draw. But knowing UEFA tomorrow, they'll put out the heavy ball and most likely we'll probably get Roma or somebody. So I'm happy.
But we should be beating them anyway.
It's a huge win. It's a huge win. But again, guys, it's another workmanlike performance. And it was that moment of brilliance by Pogba. That little feint put Donnarumma off. And I think Fred as well, he did a bit of donkey work leading into that goal as well. And again, if you watched your Twitter timelines, I watch it at halftime, and fan base losing their shit because Pogba's coming on the left. Well, our school teacher made that call. We'll win the game. I know Ole is going to get a lot of stick because on the 70th minute, it was obvious that Dan James was out on his feet. But Scott was tired as well. Should he brought on more subs? Well, last week he brought on subs, went to a back 5. And Milan scored. So I think tonight, Ole was between a rock and a hard place. He brings on subs, fresh legs, fine. But then last week when it happened, we got a draw. So tonight, guys, I think our PE teacher, give him credit, tactics were spot on.
There you go. All right.
Can I just say about the Pogba goal, Jay?
Go ahead.
Yep.
Pogba was just doing his job. That's what he gets paid to do.
Absolutely spot on, my friend.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do Yasser said, so here we go. Can we get an all right for the manager? Oli, please. Phenomenal tactics. Switch to bring on Pogba out on the wing. Milan didn't know how to handle him. And we'll talk more we'll talk more about that. Let's go. Let me see. Here we go. Kiri says, lads, honest thoughts on Kessie. He could be a revolutionary DM for us. Definitely better than McFred. It's probably gonna cost us 50 mil. All right, let's keep going. Walt9291 says, happy to win, but Oli will end Rash's career playing with these injuries. That's my issue with Oli as a coach. Look after your players. Yeah, there you go.
That is spot on, that comment.
DK says, a question. What is your stance on United as a club if we play McFred, Magaluf, and James as start next season and call it progress? Question mark. We'll get back to that. You lot remember these questions if you want to come back and answer any of this stuff. Let's go. Here we go. Gabriel Noel. Love to see KG polar opposite of last week. Yeah, I'm terrible. Fighting to keep his smile down, hitting bombs, and why Pogba being forced onto the wing for McFred. We'll come into that. We'll discuss that in more detail. You lot, how much is Pogba worth now?
Let's not do that again.
He's got to be 90 million, isn't he? Really?
But if you sell that figure for anyway,
KG, Pogba's only worth what Juve or Real can afford to pay for him. That's what he's worth, whatever they can pay for him.
Which isn't 90 because they're both.
No, it's not 90.
How much would you lot just out of interest? How much would you lot pay Pogba? Like as a new contract. What will make you look comfortable?
400. Because that's only because De Gea is on 350 and that's our top earner, so I'm just making our top earner.
In the free seats, let me know what your Jay, I'm coming to you. How much would you pay Pogba, bro?
I'm not going to jump on a bandwagon after one moment of brilliance all season. I'm sorry, but no, the jury's out on Pogba. Season. We know what's going to happen is, right? Pogba is going to be twerking his ass off in the European Championships, flaunting his wares to every top club in Europe. He's going to be linked to PSG, Real, Juve, Barcelona, even though they've got no money. So I'm not going to buy into give Pogba a new contract. Not a chance. Not yet.
It was expected.
Jay.
No, we'll come back to
Look, you can't just let Jay do what he's just done. What's going on here?
Listen, we'll come back to it because that's a story. I just want to finish these.
We are coming back to that.
Yeah. We're 100%. We're coming back to that. All right, cool. So, Jake Walsh says, "Why play Rashi? He's like KG's hair, non-existent." Wait, there's more. No, I didn't get Bella Visuals one. Why did they keep just going? Okay.
You have to do it quick because they time out. This is what I mean.
Man. New Ollie Pogba contract in 3, 2, 1. Here you go. Sean Dunn says, "I know we are not amazing tonight, but I'm glad we're through. It's my 30th birthday. Buzzing, lads. Sing me happy birthday. We'll make lockdown. All right. Happy birthday, bruv. That's as much as you get, bruv. Here you go. Bella Visual says, people say Ollie running down Rashford. People say Rashford playing through injury. If Rashford decides to join the England squad, then the question should be to Rashford.
Yeah, he's got to be out of it now. I mean, obviously, I don't know what Ollie's comments are after the game. I don't know did he speak about that, guys? Did he mention anything about Rashford?
Not bad.
No. Yeah, but even so, if you've had to take him off at halftime with an ankle injury, and then I heard the commentators were basically saying he asked for the strapping to be put back on after it got taken off. So something was going on clearly before the game. Forget the shoulder thing. So yeah, that needs to be a J. He best not be going England.
Here you go, Beryl Carpenter, new member inside. All right, inside. So you are here. You heard Jay say a madness. The floor is to you because no one's heard your takes. How you feel about the game? What did you think, bro?
Paul Pogba was the infectious energy that was needed to take the game away from AC Milan today. If Marcus Rashford didn't get injured, or if Ollie at half-time did not pull McTominay or Fred at the time, whoever, I don't care who, Paul Pogba had to get on that pitch tonight. Now, yeah, I hear what Jay's saying in terms of there's other moments where he hasn't done it, and Jay's a man that's what I love about Jay. He's not going to change his opinion based on what he's seen tonight. But what I've seen is the reason why Paul Pogba must play. He must play. And the thing is, and you know what? The worst thing about it is, he made a better left winger than Rashford. He made a better left winger than Rashford with the way that he played today. Now, I'm not saying that going forward he always needs to play there, because if you're against a fullback who isn't like Kolulu, who, is no disrespect to him, wasn't going to force Pogba back the other way. Yeah, Pogba's going to have deficiencies in his game as a left back. Yeah, as a left winger. Sorry, but in terms of today, Rashford couldn't get a kick today at all on the ball. Don't get me wrong, yes, because he's injured. But you look. Also, what we learned about Paul Pogba today is it doesn't matter about actually, no, it does matter where he has to play. Look what we've learned from playing him further forward. And what I mean is, it doesn't matter where across the front three he actually plays. If he plays from the right, he can come in and make things happen in certain games. From the left-hand side, we've seen it today. He swapped with Bruno in the number 10. Guy was flipping number 9 for a little bit as well, which obviously proved the lack of options that we had. But Paul Pogba has to play at all times. I'm saying give him the contract if he wants to stay. Make him sign it. Just give him the 400k, the 350, whatever Alex said, if he wants to stay. Because if he leaves, yes, Man United will live on and better players have left with a couple of, I get it. But if he leaves, it's a massive issue this summer because we are not going to go and replace him plus fix the other shit that we need to fix. So on that thing, which is the Paul Pogba thing, brilliant. Also, before I give the floor back, Victor Lindelof. You know what? We speak about Eric Bailly all the time, right? You know what? Ollie came through and said, listen, I'm telling you, Lindelof is my guy. Lindy, go show them what's good. Yeah? And Lindelof went, yeah? You think Eric Bailly's better than me? Watch this. He was brilliant today. Man of the match.
Wait, hold on. We need to do this. Flex, are you ready to read some comments? Here you go.
Let's go.
There you go.
Shaya says the defense looks so confident with Hendo between the sticks. I know the English bias, but we've got to talk about that. That's going to be a topic itself. But Henderson definitely has a commanding presence. Super chat here from Ibrahim says he shouldn't stay. We already wasted him for 4 years playing around subpar players. If he wants to leave, he should leave. We should respect that. 100%. That's what I said. If he wants to stay, though, give him the contract. Philip Holmes says Pogba makes everyone better. He is a key, and we need to get him to sign a new contract. Pogba haters can go away. I was quick. Sela says, happy with both wins. Happy with both wins this week. I'm hoping that on the weekend he rotates versus Leicester as he cannot possibly play the same team. The team needs refreshing. Yeah, we've got to talk about that too. And Belly Visual says, we still got a long way to go. We started playing good football when Pogba returned against Everton. And we had Van der Beek on the left. Pogba played on the left for Juventus as well. But yeah, when he played on the left for Juventus, it was usually in a midfield three though, and he was to the left of that and found himself out there. But that's how you go. James has won it. He's just making a contribution because he's gassed. Big up yourself. Ishak says, question for Kev, the hench one. What were you thinking when you made the no chicken wings video? That is so random.
They ain't got no chicken wings in it.
Yeah. Jazzy says, take it back. Fred is not from Luton, half Nigerian, half Brazilian.
Seriously.
And Hodge Burnett says, expressions reaction is oozing.
No, Flex, I promise you, please, with everything in you, yeah, go back and watch it from when they score.
I will. I'll check it out. Jose in the mud. Expressions turning into depressions. I love it. Mason says, where was Bruno tonight?
Can I talk about this then? Quickly.
Let's go.
Come on and talk about this Bruno thing. Bruno, like Pogba, Bruno was doing it all himself for a very long time. And I think the league has figured out Bruno. It's almost, if you stop Bruno, none of the other guys are going to be able to do anything. Now, when he realizes that all the pressure's on him, it's like he tries to do even more reckless things with the ball.
He did an absolute madness today. He was shit. He was awful.
Did you see the level? As soon as him and Pogba came on, the one-touch passes, like in tight spaces. He literally, the whole midfield Pogba came on the pitch and everyone literally, they just changed. And you say to yourself, you need to play with quality. We said it with Pogba. One was looking at Pogba in the Lingard Pereira days. You say, oh man, we want more from Pogba. We want him to do this, but good players need to be with better players. And it brings the best out in them. When you got one player trying to do too much, it doesn't make football fun again. All the pressure's on him. And I thought that he became, yes, in the first half, shocking, horrible, disgraceful. But as soon as Pogba came on, it's a new player. And that's what you need. Deep down, we need them both to stay. But then if we can get someone of Pogba's quality to play alongside Bruno, we'll be okay. Sorry, I just say something on that. Let's keep going. There's still more. Go through.
Ashley says, Slabhead getting the ball blasted at his face and taking it like a champ is exactly what you want from Harry Maguire. I'm not going to do the insult thing because you know, like, listen, I did when I saw that, I was like, yeah, he took it like a G. And then I saw the replay. I think he hit him in the shoulder.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, KG, keep them super chats coming up.
I'm from United Shamrocks. We're not winning the Europa League if we play like. Sorry, we're not winning the Europa League if we play like that. If Pogba resigns, for us, he'll go back and to be in poor, and his agent saying he's leaving every year. So he's saying basically like let's not get carried away.
Do you remember how shit we were in the Euro? Apart from the final against Ajax, we were shit that whole Europa League that we won. So we easily can do it.
Listen, we can. I'm so happy. But anyway, let's have.
There's loads of super chats. I'm going to fly through these and then we're going to get the conversation going. Shaya says, I think Ollie loves Donny so much that he is saving him for the last few minutes of Europa League final to score a winner and do an Ollie. Wow.
Against Ajax.
Yeah. Zay Miyasi says you will need lots of bombs when you face Arsenal in the final. Pogba who? There's good old Zane. Well, you lost tonight, mate. You lost. Bainsy says, do you guys remember West Ham away? Pogba was rubbish until Bruno came on at half-time. Reverse it today. Great players play great football together. That's just it. It's almost like they both need each other to say, listen, I don't want to share the load, basically, to share the load. LJ says, we have a very high win percentage when Fred starts games. I think some of the criticism he gets is unfair, and I can see why Ollie persists with him. Second half, I thought Fred was superb. Absolutely superb. The breaking up play, tenacious. And it's his tenacity and persistence that actually gets us the goal as well, to Pogba. Zami, I see, yeah, we've done it already. Yes. And Jazzy says, give me the bomb. It's my birthday Monday.
Side, bap. And listen, every Irish person that's around, you know, it was St. Patrick's Day yesterday. Big up yourselves, innit? Another one. I am Ken.
Will H says, I wouldn't say that Bruno was any worse than McFred in the first half. I would. I don't think he made one pass. Also, Jose got out-tacticked by the imprisoned one. That is sick. LP Enrique says, Wan-Bissaka gives us a guarantee. That was brilliant. Oh, my God. LP Enrique gives... he doesn't give us it. Wan-Bissaka gives us a guaranteed performance every game. There are so many Super Chat guys. I just want to put respect on them. And LJ says... Oh, no, we've seen that one. Yeah. Okay, let's open up the floor because, yeah, we'll get back to the Super Chats in a bit.
Wherever you want to go with it.
Let's talk. Can we talk about Dean Henderson? We have to go there. I feel like we always have to start with Jack when this happens.
Why?
I tell you what, like, you think about the mistake that he made against AC Milan to even put us in a position to having to go and win this game today, or having to go and score, should I say. But he made one save where it was off. I thought it was offside, but it wasn't. And he made a great save. The save from Zlatan. McTominay had a mad deflection where he kind of deflected it and he done all right there. But he had two massive saves today, Jack.
Yeah, he did. I just, I don't want to big up my whole Henderson thing anymore. I just want to kind of give you guys the question, now, honestly, on a serious level. Like, what's happening with the Henderson De Gea thing now? Because I know Paul Scholes' comments after, and I know a lot of us probably haven't
seen
he say? Or whatever. He said that Henderson's going to be the number one. He wants him personally, Henderson, to be the number one, and that De Gea kind of has to fight for his place again. But I'm kind of looking at it, if Henderson is to be our number one going forward, is De Gea going to be that number two? This is where he's going to be very, very interesting.
No chance.
It was a big save, and I liken it to the equaliser they scored last week, the actual save he made off Zlatan. And Jay said it was a bread and butter save. But not Jay, I'm not having that, man. I'm not having that. It wasn't bread.
It was straight at him.
It's a good save.
He needed a strong hand, but it wasn't in a corner. It wasn't...
Exactly. The same thing happened in the other game, and he let it in, and we were all saying what a mistake it was. So you can't then say when he makes it that it was a good save. It was a standard save.
I can't disagree with last week. No, I can't disagree with last week. But in terms of, us, like, obviously, I feel all you are against me. It's like 5 against 1. I'm just pinned up again. I'm literally just pinned up in a corner. It's literally because what happens now? Like, all of you would have De Gea back, but why don't we just give Dean Henderson his chance now? Give him his dues. He's going to play against Leicester. KG, go on.
I think do you know what it is? Yeah, you got to say it like this: if De Gea gets dropped, he can take this club to like employment tribunal, bruv. He had a baby. And he's out. What the hell going on, bro? This is in the times that we're in right now. That's wrong. He hasn't done anything wrong to lose his shirt except have a child. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, in what I was doing last week,
I was about to say, you of all people saying this.
Alex,
He's seen the light. KG has seen the light.
Congratulations to you, Alex, but
Thank you.
In our last one that you wasn't here, by the way.
He was saying, where's Alex? He
should have been here. Yeah. You want to hear what he was saying behind your back?
I put out a tweet before it apologising to KG for missing it.
Yeah. Actually, Jay, notebook time.
Yeah. Okay. Back 2 weeks ago, I ran the numbers on what David, Dino, and Romero were on. David is on £380,000 per week. Dino's on 120, and Romero's 60. So, guys, the club pays out £2.1 million pounds per month on wages for goalkeepers, which is 25.9 million per year. So that goes back to the mess up that was made by giving Dean Henderson a 5-year contract when you already have a top class goalkeeper on huge wages. So our number 1, number 2 goalkeepers are earning £500,000 per week. That is just very bad business. It's insane.
Bro, when you break it down like that is nuts.
Because these are facts. Because I ran the numbers. It's insane. But that's down to Woodward. I didn't include him because
he might be on about 60 quid a week or something. Holding up that board,
he grants biggest contributions you said all season was to hold up the board, the number board for substitution. So if we
can get it,
wages, hey, I did. We all would. So this situation has been created by Woodward, and Solskjaer has to deal with it. Now, everyone's entitled to opinion. Jack highly rates Henderson, and that's okay. But you can't just whitewash what David De Gea has done since he started playing for us back almost 10 years ago. You can't whitewash that.
Jay, I never said that. Never in any stage of this have I ever outed David De Gea for any reason. It's just that Dean Henderson deserves his chance now.
Okay, Jack, question for you.
He did bits.
Jack, one question. One question. What mistakes this season has De Gea made?
Okay, Dean, you're just going to bring back the Dean Henderson against Sheffield United, which was his mistake. And Alex brought it up a couple of weeks ago. It was because
last week against AC Milan.
Yes, and last week against AC Milan. Yeah,
that one you can get.
So my question to you, Jack, is what mistakes this season has David De Gea made that has cost us games?
The Calvert-Lewin against Everton. That's one that stands out.
Maguire. That was Maguire.
Yeah, that wasn't fully De Gea.
Oh,
he has made
Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin.
Oh, this one. I thought you meant the one where he passed it to him last year.
No, he wasn't here last year. Who are you talking about?
What do you? I'm keeping level-headed about this. He has
definitely made a mistake, but the Calvert-Lewin one wasn't it? And I can't remember what mistake, but I remember us talking that he has made a big mistake in the game.
They were saying that he could have come and cleared. He could have come and got it. He
took everything. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Please,
Jay, do you want Henderson? So, what is it about Henderson that you've got such a agenda against?
I have no problem with Dean Henderson whatsoever. But my in my belief, David De Gea is the better goalkeeper. He's a better shot stopper. Okay. Some elements of the media, all English based, actually, let's be fair, are playing the Dino card, which is getting on my nerves only because the agenda is to get Henderson playing for us therefore he becomes number one of European Championships. Because you guys don't want Everton goalkeeper Plingerton or Pope in goals. It's an agenda. Now, I believe in the summer, Henderson should be sold with a buyback clause.
Oh,
No
so in
club's
2
going to agree to that.
wait a second. I don't want any super chats to time out. Can we quickly do the super chats?
Yeah, go.
All right, cool. Here we go. Barry Haynes says, guys, next time you see Ricky, Ronaldinho. And didn't
Hey, watch Ricky's fan cam. You know the answer.
Oh, Jesus.
Here we go. Nathan, remember when man wanted Pogba gone? Just cast your minds back. Shake my head. Man want Pogba gone, but I'm happy with Oli at the wheel. Whoa, he came with some smoke, but I don't know who. Here you go. Joseph says, get in there. I believe the bomb would have went there. Brilliant win and delighted to see Pogba back. We are a much better team with him around. Bring on the quarterfinals. Love it. Let's keep going. Let's go. I'm just gonna call
Sahaj.
Thank you. Credit where credit's due. A clean sheet at a San Siro is not something to ignore. Let the board handle the final impact. Dean has earned it. We should not stop this momentum. Yeah, okay. He agreed, basically agreeing with Jack. Let's keep going. Here we go. Daniel Harden says, can I get Jay to run my You know what the killer is? I would ask Jay if he used the calculator if we done that, the long multiplication. You know when you write the number.
Carry the numbers.
Matty Joe says Dave way more mistakes when he first came in.
Way
so Judge
younger.
Dean the same. Yeah, he did come young. Duncan says still convinced that Dan James is no more than a Blue Peter competition winner. That is disrespectful. He'd be still in the living if Ollie wasn't playing him in autographs. Listen, we're going to talk about Dan James as well because that is so disrespectful. That is so Duncan. That is no respect. Dan
He's on a mad one.
Hey, Fleck, tell me his Twitter
That was
handle. I'm
gold.
after him.
That was gold. Jeez, that was gold.
Libogan says football is evolving and Dino plays it better. Joe Chim says Henderson suits our style of play way better than De Gea. David was good but can't command the box. That's a big issue. Gabriel says David literally won us 2 points versus Chelsea and West Brom. Goes off for the birth of his first kid after being a wall and people want him out.
It's
a lot of Belly Visual says Maguire had a hat-trick of mistakes against Tottenham. De Gea shouldn't be questioned. And Marcy says, Jack, are you naive if you think Henderson is better than De Gea and Calvert-Lewin mistake was last season, not this, but they were saying it was this season because they thought he could come through the cross. And United Shamrock says that up-and-coming England internationals and Euros will prove if Dean is good enough. But for now, Jack, let's just forget put the keepers goalkeeper debate to bed. Well, who went? Well, there's no pick for it. Oh, Pope, isn't it?
It'll be Pope. But
It'll be Pope,
Henderson won't play.
Trevor Jones says Henderson is a great keeper. De Gea is a keeper who makes great saves. De Gea may be a better shot stopper, but we will concede less with Dean Henderson. And I think we are there. Kev, I want to come to you, man. Your time to shine. Let's go. Hold on a minute. Make sure that's gone. Yeah, cool. On the Dan James situation, right? Mm-hmm. How did you think? I'm not going to ask any, leading questions. How did you think he played today?
Did bits? Bits. Anyone know bits?
Is that bits in my context or Jack's context?
He did bits, Kev.
Definitely not Jack's concept.
Oh, okay, right.
I'm certainly not comparing him to Cristiano Ronaldo anyway, let's put it that way. But for me, Dan James, listen, he does a job, right? Is it good enough for Manchester United? We do hear certain fans saying he keeps the shape of the team. He tracks back, he defends. I get all that. But I did touch on it earlier on in the show. The one instance in the first half when he had that chance to play in Greenwood, I think I shouted 3 times at the telly.
Angry.
From the minute he took the ball, playing Greenwood, gets his head up, second chance, playing Greenwood, third chance, playing, and then he decides to go on the outside, looks for a penalty. Big opportunity. Listen, we can look back now, we've won, we've gone through, but little things like that, Dan James, I would look, Ricky would kill me if he heard me say this, but put him out on loan. I really would. I think he needs to go somewhere where he's going to play every week, get Premier League experience if he could at a club, and then come back to Manchester United. That's what I personally would do with him. I still think he's very, very rough around the edges.
KG, are you still laughing at the Blue Peter thing?
I was going to say.
Disrespectful. Do you know how many games for Blue Peter badge? I always. Sorry, if I knew you could draw a picture and play for Man United. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
It was disrespectful.
It was the most disrespectful comment I've ever seen in my life.
Santiago says Dan James needs to build some muscle. Dude looks about as strong as a pack of Weetabix out there. Man's boots look like banana skins. Why is this? Do you know what it is, right? Because it's KG's fault. Because what's happened is now, because they've seen KG laugh at it, they're going to come with Dan James slander. Dan James, I think, was very effective today. I honestly do think that. You know, in the first couple of minutes as well, he flashed that ball across the box, very, very dangerous. Then had a second one that was dangerous. Then a few more that weren't so dangerous. Then Tomori buoyed him off a couple of times because he's just not strong enough. But then second half, again, he's just at it. I like how he comes in off the right-hand side, drives inwards, infield, and wins free kicks as well. He just needs to improve that final ball.
It is. Flex, it is. What I would say, final ball, definitely agree. You're saying there's instances where he gets to the byline to cut it back or cross it. I can remember one cross in that whole game, and it was the one that Pogba put over the bar, the header where he tried looping over the keeper. I'd say that was the only decent cross that Dan James put in today.
Kevin, it was, and it took him 87 minutes to do it.
Thank you.
All right. Next thing.
Is that in your notes?
100%, right? I let my 7-year-old son watch the first half. He's got school in the morning. And same as Kevin, like he was screaming at the TV as well. Cross, cross, cross. When Dan James messed up, he says to me, "Daddy, if I don't cross the ball, you'll scream at me." So a 7-year-old can see it. But you're a professional footballer. Greenwood is open. Pass the goddamn ball. Simple pass.
Well, at the same time, Jay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jay, sorry. I'll say one thing today. We all know we're missing a number 9 at Manchester United. Whether Greenwood is Rashford, we don't have one. There was an instance in the first half where Luke Shaw took a ball down brilliantly. I don't know whether it was on his chest, cut round the defender. There was nobody, and I mean nobody in the box. Luke Shaw tried squaring it back to Greenwood that was on the edge of the box, wasn't even up with him. And as the ball went out for a corner, you see Luke Shaw shot, he shouted.
Yeah,
and
you're totally
that was
right.
His frustration, like.
Yeah, I remember that. Shaw biggest marker made the byline, took that half second to look up, and both Greenwood and Rashford were actually outside the box when there should have been a 6-yard box. And you could see Shaw goddamn frustrated. Yeah, good point.
Gabriel says Daniel James is as useful as a lit matchstick in a pool, mate. I mean, it's just KG's gone. He's actually left. I'm actually gonna do what KG. Remember that? I can't remember what game it was, right? But remember when KG was like, "Nah, this Dan James thing got to stop." Like, I'm actually gonna defend him. Remember that? I can't remember what game it was, but he done it earlier this season. I'm actually going to do that this time because in a time where we've got a lot of injuries, right? And someone said Flex has got Ricky-itis earlier. It was quite funny. But he said something to me, right? Although it was so funny, the first 5 minutes of the fan cam, he's basically just like he's going in on Robbie Savage because Robbie Savage was coming for Dan James and he wouldn't have it, right? But he was basically saying, out of the last 11 games, Dan James has started 9 and the results haven't been that bad. And he's making a difference. He's got to play. And he's like, Ollie gets it now. Excuse me. He said, Ollie gets it now. He needs to play. And And I was laughing at Ricky just defending Dan James. But then when I just skim it down and think, with all the injuries that we have got and the shift that he's come in and put in,
Well,
he is being effective. He is being effective at what he does.
This is it, yeah. Defensively today, he done a job. And you know what Rashford couldn't do for us? You know Rashford like to get the ball and just run with it. Yeah, literally. Disgrace.
Big up everyone, all love.
Wait,
nice one, Carl.
Hold on, because I see in the free seats, and I like to respect these guys. They're saying we need to really respect Lindelof and talk about him today.
We're getting to that 100%.
We'll end this Dan James thing with this. Dan James is. I can't.
He wasn't even that bad today.
Everyone's just this is what's happened because KG's laughed at it. Now everyone's going to do their best thing for Dan James. He didn't play crap.
Wasn't KG asking like 2 shows ago, is Dan James the answer to our right wing?
No, wait, have you not learned anything about me? I'm the most reactionary fan.
Dan James was good today, man. I'm not having any
reckless.
Leave Dan James alone. But do you know what though? Let's get to Victor Lindelof, man. Because actually, let's talk about this. We are not conceding a lot of goals right now. We're not. In the last 11 games, I think we conceded like 4 goals or something like that, right? And I think we're like unbeaten in 14 games. Now,
minutes, they said.
They're probably all set pieces as well.
Right. So even the goals we do concede, they're usually very soft. And then we're like, this is why we've got to rip up the centre-back partnership. I've been there. I've been saying it all along. Let me say this. Is the centre-back partnership, don't shoot the message, just asking the question, is the centre-back partnership as bad as we actually think it is?
Flex.
I'm asking a question.
Here you go.
Asking a question.
I hate. This is it. You're just working for Mr. Woodward now. Now I can right now. Wait, how much did they paid you, bro? Wait,
I'm asking a question.
Who am I gonna ask?
They both play well. They both play well today, but I think it does come down to the whole McFred protecting them.
But it doesn't though.
The CBMs. No, I know you said today, Alex, but like in general, when we do switch it and play Matic with Fred or McTominay, like I do think you can see a difference. But there's no doubt in Maguire and Lindelof today and in recent weeks have not been poor on quality. Like Lindelof today, some of the blocks he was making, and even when Ibra came on, he was so effective. And I do agree with Flex, but I wouldn't maybe go as far to say that they're going to be our cast iron centre-back pairing going forward. But yeah.
You know what I'd like to...
Flex Glazer. Oh, yeah. Flex's part.
You know what I'd like to think?
Slander.
Glazer puppet.
Hey,
It's a puppet.
since Jay
asking a question,
made
guys.
that comment about Maguire...
He stepped it up.
Sorry, since Jay's made that comment about Maguire and Lindelof, the busted sofas, they must watch the United stand, I'm telling you, because they have upped their game.
They went straight to DFS and said, busted what? That's what they did. That's what they did. They're not having it. Honestly, it's like, it's almost like...
Been repaired. Been stitched up.
But talk about it. Go on. I'm just asking a question.
We have to give Maguire his respect, and Lindelof was phenomenal. I say that Lindelof definitely been in a freezer. He's not looking lukewarm anymore. Proper ice cold. Someone said in the article, they like to ask this question: is Lindelof the answer? Listen, I believe that Lindelof is. I said it. He's a very good defender. But again, you need to be with who is his partner, you know. And as I said before, they don't bring out the best in each other. But in these last couple of games where we've had these clean sheets, there's something's working. Even there was a time when Lindelof went on a marauding run, like he was running with his like DJ, give it back. Don't Dan James. Oh my god. But what I will say, Lindelof is deserving of his space. We definitely need a centre back because again, our biscuit is broken. As much as we need him, we just can't rely on Bailly. So we got issues. They need to invest like in that centre back position.
Yeah, but I don't even think Bailly comes into question. I think Lindelof and Maguire are always going to play tonight. I think what Flex said, Maguire and Lindelof are just his two he goes to now.
Yeah,
100%. He ain't going to change it. He ain't going to change it. I think today. Do you know what? Because this is what's really weird. Of course, we need a new centre back. I'm just asking the question out loud, right? Just to do that thing. We do need a new centre back. But in all seriousness, I think what we are seeing is that Maguire and Lindelof are capable of putting in performances like here or there, like really good performances, dominating performances, you know what I mean, defending properly. But when you look actually into midfield, which is the different question, McTominay and Fred are almost useless on the ball in terms of Fred's got his appointment letter as PR for the club top man. Big up KA. Fletch, come on, mate. Dan James as a winger is about as effective as Rick James. Wow.
Rick James was effective, man. I like that guy.
Wow. But what I'm saying is that the centre-backs can prove that they can do their thing at times, but actually it's always the same problem in central midfield. Even if they're doing their job defensively and winning the ball back, it's the same thing. So then is the conversation maybe switching more to actually that area is more important?
You think it shows more the ball playing CDM? Yeah.
I think we're seeing that being an issue more than Maguire and Lindelof, because when Maguire and Lindelof get their heads down and Luke Shaw's tucked in and Wan-Bissaka's there as a unit, no, because last year, like I said, they had one of the best defensive records in Europe. And then this year, they went through the sticky patch and now they've gone back to being solid. But in the central midfield area, when Pogba's not there, or if it's Matic and McTominay, we are always saying, no matter which combination it is, they're not good enough on the ball.
But Flex, I think what's happened with the team as well is they're being a bit more brave. They've been asked to push up. So before, they'd sit back so deep. Now you've been surprised against Chelsea. We played a higher line than usual with the Flex.
You can't come and call me Flex Murto. That is wow.
Been at the club for 7 years and done nothing. Literally, like I think that they've had different instructions and they're just brave now. And I think that wow.
So
I'm done. I'm gonna go to let's go to Alex. What's for you, man?
I think you touched on it just there about the last season they had a good defensive record, and I think it came down to like when I saw something on like the stats at that time, and it was like when Matic came into the team, suddenly we started keeping clean sheets. So I'm not saying that we need to bring Matic back in, but it does show that if we can get a player that can do that sort of job, then because the thing is at the moment with McTominay and Fred, they're good squad players, but they both do the job that an elite DM could do on his own. And
Facts.
that DM could like pass better.
That's the one.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but my personal formation would be a 4-3-3 anyway. But with like a deep sitting midfielder, but I think that is arguably, actually not even arguably to me, I think that that's more important than getting a new centre back because we're just so desperate. Like I tweeted it out at half time about bringing Pogba on. But if he leaves and like Bruno obviously plays where he plays in the 10, we are just so short of options in that double pivot role. And so I think that should be our absolute priority signing, even over a right wing, over anyone. It should be a DM and a top class DM.
I think we need a striker though.
Striker as well. But
looking at our team today, and I remember that thing. We were laughing the other day because we argued about Haaland, Mbappe. And Kane. And I was arguing, saying, listen, guys, I'm not saying I rate Mbappe's quality, but I said the problem with our team, even in the first half, could Mbappe have done anything with the balls that we don't pass? We need a different type of player, a number 9 who's going to get the ball and put it in the back of the net. And
I'd still take Kylian Mbappe though.
I know you, and Kane would be better than this team. I'm just saying, in sometimes. What we've been guilty of in this team is we just sign a player without thinking how it's going to work with the team. Another player for that, Donny van der Beek. We just signed him. We didn't think about anything. We said, you know what? You're decent. Come play for us. Ollie hasn't thought, wait, how am I going to use you in this team? I actually like to play 2 defensive midfielders. I don't see you as one of them. So what do we sign him for? So there's no point signing someone that's quality that doesn't fit the system, is what I'm saying. And that's why I said, Kane, 100% fits the system, because we had moments in today's game where the ball's getting flashed across the in the center, and no one was there to finish it. Green was way out. Green was like no one was in the box. We need a striker. But yeah.
AJ Singh says, Jack, would you bench Bruno for Shola because of a mistake in one game? How can you compare David De Gea with Dino, player of the year a few times, still world class? Who is better in the Prem? Alisson, not with his fumbles. They're coming for you, Jack.
No, great point. Great point.
G Music says Magaluf did well because Milan have no pace up front. Castillo has no pace and is terrible, and Ibra has no pace. I'm scared Ollie will sign a centre back now. Was not sign a centre back now. Jay, what do you say about looking at the centre back priority versus the centre mid priority?
Gentlemen, it's very simple. Solskjaer persists with 2 CDMs, week in, week out, in a 4-2-3-1 formation to protect 2 slow centre backs. As a pairing, they don't work because simply they don't complement each other. Hence, they got to be protected. Alex, you said your preferred formation was a 4-3-3. It's also my preferred formation. When Ollie first got the job, he was playing a 4-3-3, and he went on this amazing run.
And we were
then he
playing
was
really
given
good
the
football
job
as well.
Yeah, we were playing great football. We were joy to watch. Then he got the contract, and I don't know, was there lack of impetus on the coaching ground? Was there lack of impetus? But he reverted to a defensive formation, and we didn't get top 4. So I don't believe for 1 second that Lindelof and Maguire are the answer. No way. You can't base them playing well against an aging Zlatan, who would have come on for the last 20 minutes. And I also didn't think Castillejo had a great game either. So the way you're talking, guys, you're saying that Lindelof and Maguire are actually decent. I don't believe they are. They don't function as a pairing.
Yeah, you gave Lindelof like a 6 or 7 for this game because you said earlier.
No,
I said 8.
no, that's not what I said. It's not what I said, Jack.
I said 8.
If you're quoting me, quote me properly. No, seriously. If you want to quote me, do it properly. I give Lindelof an 8. And I said, and I was very clear in what I said, if a player deserves credit, he'll get credit. If he does criticism, he get criticism. Very, very simple. So I don't believe for 1 second we are going to challenge for a title with those centre backs.
Can I just counter that point
Very,
though,
very
Jay, and
simple.
say apart from the Spurs game, they've only conceded 1 goal against the Big Six, and it was the Arsenal one, which was a penalty. So they have kept clean sheets, and okay, you can say about the deeper line, but you still have to have the players in the deeper line to be able to defend like that. And we didn't play the deep line in all of those games. Like today, we didn't like park it today. Like I said,
Okay,
Fred and McTominay were pushing forward.
No, listen, you're right. But can we challenge Man City for a title next season with Fred in the pivot and Lindelof and Maguire? No. So we still need to buy a centre back and a world-class CDM. And last season, Lindelof and Maguire together looked decent because I think at the start of the season, Matic played by himself. Yeah, Matic has lost, I think, another yard of pace.
Yeah.
And when he's on the ball, I know one of our colleagues says, keep it simple, keep shape, blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of listening to it. He takes 4 or 5 touches to make a pass, which slows down everything. So neither are McTominay, Fred, or Matic function for us as CDM. So we got to buy one, very simple. And it's better to be a world-class one.
We need prime carrot.
And a striker.
Yeah, we need. What do you call it? Before we get out of here, here we go. It says Mbappe would have passed to Mason, and that would be it. Someone says, there you go. I agree with KG. If Martial's playing up today, he'll be slaughtered with criticism. The truth is, we don't create enough for them forwards. It's very true. What else is there? That's about it. There you go. Jack would bench Bruno for Shola. Mistakes in one.
Yeah. Yeah, we read that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Listen, roll on. I mean, this game though, in all seriousness though, look, obviously it was a must-win game. Pete, there were people waiting for Ollie to fail in this game. Absolutely waiting for it. People who, you just don't want Ollie there, or you just can't believe in it. It would have just backed up their thing. It just would have been perfect for them to say, you see, and we go on to fight again. Leicester, big game. Are you not saying make some changes, or because this team is doing its thing, they just have to keep playing?
Can you change?
Pogba has to
have anyone?
start. Pogba has to start for me. I'd even start him on the left wing and just kind of do it like that. How he kind of he needs to play.
But he's going to see. But then I was saying it'd be different against different type of fullbacks. If they've got Castagna or what's his name, Ricardo Pereira bombing on that side, it's going to be a whole different proposition for Paul Pogba. So yeah, people are just getting very silly now, and that's KG. KG putting out because he wants to laugh. He loves it. Anyway, guys, listen, it's always a blast. We are through. I had bad reservations about this game. I'm so glad I was proved wrong.
Flex, I said, remember when we done the Flex and KD show? I said, who do I want? I said, I want AC Milan, bro.
Yeah.
Obviously, no scared me last week, so I can't be. But I did say I wanted AC Milan.
Yeah, there you go. Guys, we'll be back on Sunday. Big game again away at Leicester, FA Cup quarter final. Let's go. Peace.